11, we covered a few political and legal topics in our group discussion. Due to the introduction of the ACA, there have been a number of socioeconomic and political changes. One of the most major changes in healthcare due to the ACA is the need for more primary care providers. With the number of insured rising, our primary care providers need to rise as well. As our nation faces a shortage of these providers, we will have to work together to find a solution. The biggest factor impacting the quality of care now is President Obama's ACA and all of the current and coming changes that will take place surrounding it. This will be such a big change to the United States, and one that will need many changes in itself. For the political aspect of objective number 2, I wrote a letter addressing the Independent Practice Bill. If passed, this bill would amend the Nurse Practice Act by allowing all types of APNs to provide medical care independent of a physician. Nurse practitioners, along with other APNs, are held to the same high standard as physicians when providing health services. Passing of this bill would allow APNs greater autonomy and would help lessen the shortage. Week 11 provided us with the opportunity to discuss legal issues that impact our field of APNs. The topics Michelle and I used in our initial postings were malpractice insurance, to defend any type of damage should they occur, prescriptive authority, which varies state to state, privileges, which also vary state to state, credentialing, that provide evidence that they are qualified to perform clinical activities, and independent practice, which I covered earlier. Our world is changing fast compared to earlier times. There is more globalization than ever before, with the United States primary care providers seeing many different multicultural backgrounds. During our most recent discussions, we learned more about our role when faced with different cultures, how to handle each case, and how to work together based on nursing theory, evidence-based practice, and how it can also be patient-driven. Our class participated in a debate among other class members this semester. Topics included the pros and cons of the Affordable Care Act and a national health care system. Through the debate process, we learned how to work in groups and prepare to present against opposition, something that we believed in. Although we didn't all necessarily agree about what we were arguing for, we did learn about the importance of strengthening our group and working towards one main goal. In our future careers as APNs, we will have to support each other in our efforts to work in the advanced field of nursing. Hi, my name is Cami. I work at McDonough District Hospital. I work on the acute med-surg floor, and I worked here for almost 10 years. I worked for a few years before I decided to go back for my bachelor's and decided to go to St. Francis. It wasn't until I got my BSN that I decided to pursue a master's. I'm always telling my children that they're constantly going to be setting goals in life, and I thought might as well give them something, an example to go by. My short-term goals are just to take away from this program as much as I can. We're all very busy with our careers and families right now, and it's really hard, but I really do enjoy it, and I have not had any regret doing it so far. My long-term goal would be to graduate with my master's and hopefully be in an office-type setting with a physician after graduation. Another long-term goal of mine would be to maybe start a APN support group here in the area. It sparked my interest when doing the APN interview, and the nurse practitioner I spoke to said that there used to be a type of group like that here in the area that has since kind of faded out, and it seems that there's more and more APNs joining our rural area, and I just thought that would be something to be nice to get started back up again.
Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Johnson and I'm going to be discussing my personal goals. First, I just want to give you a little bit of background on myself. I graduated in 2004 from the LPN program at Carl Sandburg College, and then again in 2005 with my ADN. Started going back to school in 2008 to work on my bachelor's degree, and received that degree in 2012 from St. Francis College of Nursing. I just started on my master's degree August of 2012, and this will be my second semester towards that degree. I feel very excited and very privileged to be in the master's program at St. Francis, and I'm really excited to get this second semester kind of under my belt and keep moving forward towards my goal. My short-term personal goals would include, of course, graduating from the master's program with my family nurse practitioner degree, and I expect to graduate in May of 2016. Not really too sure at this point in time where I would like to work after I graduate. I'm kind of thinking perhaps maybe pediatrics. I spent 8 years in labor and delivery and in the nursery at OSF St. Mary Medical Center, so I really enjoy working with babies. I just recently moved into the ambulatory care setting, and I currently work in an OB/GYN physician practice. I do float over to peds occasionally, which I really enjoy doing, so I'm really hoping that maybe someday I can move towards the pediatric world and perhaps maybe be an advanced practice nurse in pediatrics. I do have an interest in pediatric transplants, and recently I saw at the Children's Hospital in Peoria that a first time procedure was done where they transplanted a trachea into a 2-year-old, and it was grown from her own stem cells. And I find that really interesting, so I'm hoping maybe to someday be a part of something like that, and hopefully St. Francis will be doing more pediatric transplants, and I would like to be involved with that. As far as long-term goals go, I do hope to someday work on my PhD degree, although I don't think it's going to be till after my children get older. I do have a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 20-month-old, and they keep me very busy, and it's a tough enough juggle right now, trying to do work and family and school. So I think after this endeavor is finished, I don't think I'll be going back to school for quite some time. But I'm really excited to get to the practicum part of this program, because I really think that it'll be nice to experience some things outside of my realm, since I've really only been in the maternal child realm. So I'm excited to do something different and broaden my horizons, and I'm always up for a challenge. So I love to be challenged and I love to learn, so I'm going to really appreciate everything this program has to offer. Thanks everybody, and I hope you enjoyed our movie.